Hello, yes, this is your girl, Queen of Commentary, and we are back with another video. You know, we had to discuss Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. You guys know we had to do it, but we wanted to, see where this is going. You know what I mean? Because you know how things can change in a blink of an eye, but it looks like it's pretty steady now. Yes, Jennifer looks like they are about to what? Break up, get a divorce, but before we get into it, you know what to do. Thumbs up the video, subscribe if you have not already, leave us a comment, and cut your notifications on. Yes, so first and foremost, I'm going to give you guys something to talk about in the comments. Do you think, were you guys surprised? Were you guys surprised that this type of news is going to pop up? Them two, they have quite a history, don't they? Back in the early 2000s, they were the crank, okay? They were the stuff, They were called Jennifer. Honey, they look good together. She gave him a swag. She's what she say? She's J-Lo on the block, and she just basically gave Ben Affleck his stilo. Now, it seems like every time that they are together, Ben Affleck looks like he's sweaty and looks like he's inebriated. He looks like he's miserable, and she just looks like she's just trying to push through. It just was not a good look. What the young people say, spin the block. It's not good to spin the block. It really isn't, right? Depending on who it is. Maybe they thought something was there, they could, basically drum up some old feelings, some old vibes. I didn't think that they were really into being out in the public anymore because they're both older, they have children, and, it's like they've been there, done that kind of situation. They just wanted to make it official because they tried several times to get married, I think, and it just didn't happen. And most of the time, I think it's Ben Affleck. I just think like Ben Affleck, he's not into her. She is just so into marriage. J-Lo has been very, Lord, what do I want to say? She's been popular since the 90s, right? And she's also been married a lot of times. She doesn't really know how to be alone. Right? She literally hops from man to man to man. Okay? I saw one comment out there saying she's really trying to break, what's her name? Elizabeth Taylor's record as far as husbands. She got married to a guy named Chris. She got married to Mark Anthony. She got married to Ben Affleck. I think she got married before she was even popular. Alani Noha. She's been around the block. I hate to say it. She doesn't just know how to be just alone. Be a mother. Be single. She went from Mark Anthony straight to Ben Affleck. She said, I'm not going to add another number. I'm just going to go ahead and go back. And to be honest, I'm just going to keep it real. I don't think they ever stopped dealing with each other. Okay, even though they were both married, they were both dealing with, their own lives and having families with other people, I really don't think that they ever lost touch. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, affectionately known as Jennifer, have a relationship history that spans over 2 decades. Their love story has been a roller coaster ride filled with highs and lows, breakups and reconciliations, and a lot of media attention, which is a cocktail for disaster. They don't really know how to be out of the spotlight. Okay, so the couple first met in 2001. Okay, on the set of the film Geely, which I've never seen that. I think it was back in her Jersey girl times or whatever. She's a Jersey girl in it or something. Their workplace romance quickly blossomed into one of the most celebrated couples of the era. They got engaged in 2002, but their relationship faced intense scrutiny from the media and the public. This pressure, among other factors, led to their split in 2004. Okay, so they had life apart. Following the breakup, both Lopez and Affleck pursued other relationships and started families of their own. Lopez was married to Mark Anthony from 2004 to 2014. Wow, I didn't know she was married to him that long. I had no idea. And they are parents to twins Max and Emmy. Meanwhile, Affleck was married to another Jennifer, another actress, Jennifer Garner, from 2005 to 2018. And they have 3 children, daughters Violet, Serafina, and son Samuel. Okay, and so that time, I think they never disconnected. I'm not saying they had, they were physical or anything, but of course, I'm sure they were each other's, obviously each other's shoulders to cry on, because they both kind of went to each other after things were not well. Okay, so their romance basically rekindled back in 2021 to 2022 in April. Okay, Lopez and Affleck were spotted together for the first time in over a decade, sparking relationship rumors. And we know that when we saw them, that was not the first time. They just decided to make it public. They eventually went public with their rekindled romance in 2022, and their reunion was celebrated by fans and the media, making a new chapter in their love life. Okay, so now, speed up to this point now, okay, recent developments have been circulating that there is tension in the marriage. Okay, so apparently I think Affleck has a problem. He has a problem as far as being inebriated and things like that. And I feel like she is his, kind of caregiver. She keeps him, she's trying to keep him sober, but he has to deal with that on his own. And the stress of, she is a public person. I think she's more public than Ben Affleck. I don't really think he really wants to be out there. I think he's directing now, and directors, of course, are in the background. And she is always there for her photo op and being cutesy and things like that. But it gets to a point in time, guys, that you can't hide it anymore. Okay? There's a picture circulating now, and I'm going to put it up right now. This face right here, first of all, it's a nice close-up picture. Honey, the relationship is draining both of the parties that's within it. J-Lo, I think, is 53, 54. She's in her mid-50s. And in this photo, she looks 10 plus years older. And see, this is what happens when you are always looking for someone else to fulfill you. J-Lo needs God. She needs the real Jesus, obviously. You cannot save Ben Affleck from his demons, nor can he save you from yours. And I'm just like, they can hear it, right? But they can't save each other from each other's demons. Only God can do that. J-Lo doesn't look the best here. She doesn't have that youth there. She doesn't have that collagen in the face. It's straight skin and bone. That's all. She's been worrying. I think this picture was taken at the Met Gala. They were not together. In fact, they had not been photographed together in 2-3 months. About 2-3 months, they say. Okay, they have not been photographed. It's rumors saying he moved out. He has his own place and all of that. Okay, Lopez has been seen liking posts about unhealthy relationships on Instagram. So she's going around and liking different photos. So she, they are okay with everyone talking about this because they probably want to know how the public feels. You get what I'm saying? I just feel like it's very a toxic relationship. I'm not here to say they need to get divorced or anything like that, but they probably never should have been together in the first place. Let's just keep it real. They probably shouldn't have been together after they had that, swing-a-ling back in the day. They had that relationship and it was fun. And she was with her husband, by the way. One of her was it Chris Judd or something, I think his name. He's a dancer, was a backup dancer, and she got married to him. I think that was just something to do. And I think she had just opened up a restaurant called Madres or whatever, which is like mother in Spanish. And they were married, and she went and hired somebody. I think she hired her ex-husband. So she had her husband that was current at the time and her ex-husband all wrapped up into one. And here comes Ben Affleck at the peak of, I guess, at the restaurant opening Okay, I remember this stuff. This was back before the internet, but I remember it. And here come Ben Affleck sending her roses, giving her roses at her basically grand opening of her restaurant, which didn't do well. It's no longer around, but that was a lot of disrespect to her husband to have this man come up. So it's like karma. It's like it's getting back at her. She always has to have a man. She never disconnected from Ben Affleck. But Ben Affleck might be just a good little, fun guy, but not a relationship husband type guy. They say that even Jennifer Garner told her, hey, this man is not a catch. You're going to go through some things. Okay, so her, Jennifer Lopez liking these unhealthy relationship posts on Instagram fueled speculation about a potential split. Despite these rumors, both Affleck and Lopez have been spotted wearing their wedding rings, suggesting that they might be trying to work through their issues. It could mean that, or it could just mean that they're not ready to literally, say, hey, we're not together. I mean, if he's moved out, and, I do all kinds of stories, like the So Chanel Chronicles, you guys, where, Teeth moved out, and now he's back in there, and they're trying to do the relationship thing, because they just might be just toxic, and their toxicity works to a certain point. But they know that they don't belong with any other person. And they probably will not allow each other to be with anyone else. Someone has said that in the Chronicles. Yes, they had said that about the last video that I placed up before this one, of the So Chanel Chronicles. The comment in there was spot on. Yeah, it's just, I don't want you. I'm not happy with you, but I don't want you to be happy with anyone else. Like I said earlier, I think they never lost connection. I think they always was together. You get what I'm saying? And things like that. So neither one of them are going to be happy, because you guys are living foul. It is what it is. You're wrecking each other's relationships. You're not allowing each other to move on. You're thinking you're each other's God. It's kind of mimics the So Chanel Chronicles, y'all. Y'all check them out, because that's how this relationship is. They're not. They're together, but they're not together spiritually. They're doing too much. They want to be out in the open. They want to put the suits on and the pretty dresses, and they want to do photo ops. But it's not real. When the cameras go away and when they go home, they are literally miserable, making each other unhappy, taking precious years from themselves. You get what I'm saying? Where this would be happiness, you're sitting here in a toxic relationship looking for, some bandages to kind of patch things up, but you can only patch up anything but so much. Even a tire, you running around with a tire and you just plugging it up. Eventually that thing is going to bust and you need a whole nother tire. Don't ask me how I know, but I do know. Yeah. So I think that's what they're doing here in this relationship. I think they're just patching things up. They're trying to impress us, but the face don't lie. That collagen leaving, there was even a darn video of him slamming the door. Oh my gosh, he slammed that door. People say, well, he was, he was on, mad at the paparazzi. No, it looked like he was mad at her. She was walking around all stiff, a dancer stiff. Yeah, she doing all kinds of things. She might be drinking her darn self, because she might be living by, if you can't beat them, join them. You get what I'm saying? She's aging. He's aging and things like that. He can cover his with a beard and things like that. But us ladies, we don't have beards. So it just wears on us. And I just thought that she was going to age a little bit better. But I do understand that she's in some relationship that is literally pulling her down. We wish them the best, even though I don't know what's up. It looks like, even if they don't split up, eventually it may be coming down. I'm not surprised. What about y'all? Are y'all surprised? Because no, I'm not. All right, guys. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the next video.